Alfre. How are you?
I'm well. And you say, I love what? I can't see this, what you said.
Oh, it's a
Ma,
moonstruck.
I love, oh God, that's great.
I was like, it's just, and then it says awful on the bottom, but it's to start. I love how many things you do that are adaptations of something, whether it be a comic book or a book, a novel or whatever it is. It's so fascinating to kind of see how actors approach characters and adaptations differently. For you as an actor who has done so many different adaptations of things, how does that affect your approach to a character? Do you kind of focus on the version you're doing, or do you go back and look at the novel and what other people have done in the past, kind of forge your own?
No, I don't. I don't go back because if I have happened to be familiar with it, that's one thing. But then I purposely keep that out of mind because uh, sometimes I might, after the fact of the production being done, I'll go back and look or I'll go back and read. But I don't want to be, my job is to only bring to life what my writer, my present writer, wants to focus on. And no matter how much discipline you have, you're doing something else. Your mind, you got two lovers, and you can only really be good at one of them. And so it's, especially having Gary as a writer, director, executive producer, I really wanted to be available to tell his story the way he wanted to. And yeah, and he's going to be smart because he's good at all of those things, his skills. And Stephen King is the master of telling us story, horrifying us, but giving us a very clear sort of exercise in what creeps what creeps around in the form of a ghoul, but what creeps around in our thought, our attitudes, our minds as well. So there's so many levels that it works on.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes, like, I love Stephen King stories. I think they're so cool. But this was the first time I ever interacted with Salem's Lot. It was just like the one that had fallen through, and I had never seen the other movie, never read the book, and so I was really excited to like get to see this. And then finding out it was vampires, I was like, perfect. But we are in the weird vampire boom where everything is kind of vampire themed again. When you are in something that is, I don't want to say topical, but it is because people
Ever
love
present, yeah.
vampires.
It's like
Yeah.
dinosaurs and vampires.
Vampires are everywhere. But when you are in something that is very kind of like, yeah, well, people are gonna come here and watch us on Halloween because there's vampires and a creepy little town and it's Stephen King. Is that exciting for you as an actor, knowing that you're like, yep, this can be one of those Halloween movies that everyone kind of comes back to?
Yeah, it's like a happening. I love it. Anything that creates community. And this film is about community. And when do you abandon community, or when do you, take a stand and stop the creeping menace before it infects other communities? And so, but we get to come together for that. And we have so few times in the town square to come and all celebrate a festivity. And knowing like close the 3rd of October, that's when it can start. If we can just do Halloween for the whole rest of the month and maybe bleed it into Thanksgiving. But you know that everybody is going to be dressing up, eating stuff, having a theme for their lives that connects them to people they don't know and other people. So it's exciting to know that yeah, it's like you being in the Olympics.
As a November Scorpio, thank you, because I'm always like, can you push the Halloween stuff to like past my birthday?
When is your day? When is your day?
November 8th.
Oh my God, that's my day. Me, you, Bonnie Raitt, Sandra Day O'Connor was.
I think Gordon Ramsay too.
Bonnie Raitt, yeah.
Gordon Ramsay, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe Matthew Reese can't figure it out. Oh my God, I love the November 8th Scorpios.
Yeah.
I love this adaptation. I love Stephen King and I love everything you do. So thank you so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for everyone to see Salem's Lot.
I know. Okay. This is really cool. Thank you, darling.
Thank you. Have a great one.